Well, in the biggest counties in California, the biggest counties in the biggest state, governments are releasing prisoners back onto the streets. At the same time, they're scaling back police coverage in the name of fighting coronavirus. In other words, they're actively making the public less safe. Maybe they need to. We can debate that. But what they don't need to do is what they're also doing, and that's keeping people from protecting themselves. In those same counties, gun stores have been ordered to close down. The NRA recently sued California to block those closures. Jason Ouimet is executive director of the NRA's Institute for Legislative Action in Washington. He joins us tonight. Jason, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks, Tucker.
So,
yeah, thanks, Tucker. Thanks for
give
having
us
me.
a quick overview, because I think our viewers might appreciate it, where state and local governments have shut down people's ability to defend themselves.
Sure. California is one of them, as you mentioned right off the bat. New Jersey's just reversed course. And there's some other states as well. And it's just kind of crazy to think that during a time when people would most need access to a firearm for defense of self, for defense of family, for defense of property, that there'd be politicians that are looking to restrict that or to make them non-essential. And the hypocrisy of this is even greater, that in those exact places, liquor stores are open and deemed essential, but your right of self-defense or your access to exercise your right of self-defense is deemed non-essential. And we further get into a look of how dangerous some of these, quote, common sense gun control bills that have been passed in some of these states are right now. One of the biggest ones is the universal background check. The fact that you can't transfer a firearm in a state that has universal background checks if you don't have dealers that are open to process those. There is no way for a lawful individual to transfer a firearm lawfully to another individual. And we all know that the criminals are obviously, as you mentioned, not going to abide by the law, and they're going to be out there continuing to break the law. And you've really locked down the right of self-defense for a number of Americans.
But you keep the liquor stores open, so you make people more volatile. So in other words, you're stripping people of their right to self-defense, to self-reliance, to independence, and then you just hope they hit the weed store often enough that they don't notice. I mean, do you see something ominous about this combination of moves, or is that just me?
It's absolutely terrible. Like I said, and to a great degree, it is dangerous. And look, I think President Trump just did something fantastic with the guidance that he issued, and we're already seeing some results of that from the pressure of that guidance, that gun stores are essential, that people's right of self-defense is essential. And we saw New Jersey, after that came out, that guidance on Saturday, you saw New Jersey reverse course today, and now gun stores are going to be open in New Jersey. So can't thank the administration, can't thank President Trump enough for issuing such strong guidance.
Of course. The people who are going to break into your house don't go to gun stores. They have guns. So, yeah. Thank you. Jason Ouimet, great to see you tonight. Thanks a lot.
Great. Thank you very much, Tucker.